Hello, everyone. My name is Erin Deel, and I am the House Administrator here at Thurber House and Thurber Center, and I just wanted to welcome you here today and give you a little bit of information about Thurber House if you've never been before. The actual Thurber House is next door at 77 Jefferson Avenue. This is our classroom and meeting space, as you've probably learned. But Thurber House is one of the family homes of James Thurber, the humorist and cartoonist. He was born here in Columbus. We do children's education. We educate kids from pre-K through high school in creative writing. We also offer writing classes for adults, and we bring in about a dozen to 15 nationally recognized authors a year for book signings and presentations of that sort. If anyone is so inclined after your session today, you are more than welcome to come over to Thurber House. I'll be over there, and I'd be glad to give you a tour. So just a brief welcome. We're happy to have you here today, and I hope you enjoy your session here with Poetry Out Loud.
Hello, I'm Chiquita Mullins Lee, and I'm the Arts Learning Program Coordinator for the Ohio Arts Council. And for many years, I had the pleasure of coordinating Poetry Out Loud, but I am very happy now that I've been able to pass this on to our wonderful Katie Swett, who you'll be hearing a lot from as this year goes on, and we hope that you're going to continue with us throughout the year. What we want to do today as we move into this workshop, first of all, we want to make sure that you learned about Poetry Out Loud. This is the 11th year of this exciting program. And we want to have a little fun. It's not going to be all, strict and tight and formal. We want to be able to be loose and to be able to talk and laugh if you feel like it, if you find something funny. So one of the fun things that we're going to do, first of all, is to have everyone introduce themselves. This is part of our introductory part of it. So everyone will introduce himself or herself and recite a line of poetry, because this is what we're about. We're about poetry at Poetry Out Loud. So to get us started, I'm going to do one of my favorite poems, and it's called Alabanza. Alabanza. Praise the cook with the shaven head and a tattoo on his shoulder that reads, Oye.
I'm Katie Swett, Poetry Out Loud Project Coordinator. I'll do a little Lord Byron. She walks in beauty like the night of cloudless climes and starry skies.
My name is Jamie Foley. I'm a teacher from Columbus Alternative High School who's been doing the program since its inception, so about 10 years ago now. And I will recite from To Autumn by John Keats. Seasons of mist and mellow fruitfulness, close bosom friend to the maturing sun.
Nice. Hi everybody, I'm Hannah Stevenson. I'm a poet. I've had the pleasure of being a performance poet a couple years ago at Poetry Out Loud, and I was a judge this past year. I'm an educator at CCAD just down the road. And I'm going to recite something by Wallace Stevens from Two Figures in Dense Violet Night. Be the voice of night and Florida in my ear. Use dusky words and dusky images. Darken your speech. So I'm happy to be here.
This is from Stephen Dunn's A Secret Life. Why you need to have one is not much more mysterious than why you don't say what you think at the birth of an ugly baby.
I'm Erin Hill. I'm also from TIP, and this is my first time at the workshop as well. I cannot resist a little bit of Mr. Prufrock. Let us go then, you and I, when the evening is spread out against the sky, like a patient etherized upon a table.
Hi, I'm Andrew Buckles. I'm from Kenton Ridge in Springfield, Ohio. I'm going to have to go with my favorite, which is Litany by Billy Collins. You are the bread and the knife, the crystal goblet, and the wine.
Hi, I'm Beth Crawford, and I teach with Andrew at Kenton Ridge, and I also like Billy Collins. So intro to poetry, but all they want to do is tie the poem to a chair with a rope and torture a confession out of it.
Hello, my name is Seth Bixler. I teach English at Canal Winchester High School, and I'm waiting for technology. This is Pablo Neruda, Ode to Sadness. Sadness, scarab with 7 crippled feet, spiderweb egg, scramble brain rat. No entry here. Don't come in. Go away.
Hi, my name is Kim Porter. I teach English Language Arts at the, I guess I should say the new Columbus Central High School. And I'm going to try to remember this. Maya Angelou, In and Out of Time, is my favorite poem by her. The sun has come, the mist has gone. We see in the distance our long way home. I was always yours to have, and you were always mine. We have loved each other in and out of time.
Scott Girding from the Arts and College Prep Academy. I'm just going to recite the first two lines from my favorite Emily Dickinson poem, Hope is the thing with feathers that perches on the soul.
Hi, my name's Sarah Zettler. I teach at Olentangy High School, English, of course. This is a poem called The Owl, and it's from Richard Jones. My poor heart is an owl that is nailed, unnailed, renailed.
Hi, I'm Antonia Mulvihill. I teach at Beechcroft High School in Columbus City Schools. And I guess I'll just recite a couple lines from The Eagle by Tennyson, which was the first poem I memorized when I was 8. He clasped the crag with crooked hands, close to the sun in lonely lands.
Hi, my name is Madeline Abels. I teach at Cristo Rey Columbus High School, and I chose to go with a little Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both.
Hello, my name is Stephanie Irby, and I also teach English at Cristo Rey Columbus. I asked the kids to memorize the prologue to Romeo and Juliet, so I really should have it memorized as well. But two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene.
Hello, my name is Gina Riggins. I teach at Road to Success Academy, and I'm going to read Dreams from Langston Hughes. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly.
Hi, my name is Gary Collins. I'm from Seton High School in Cincinnati, and I'm going to read from Tom Wayman's poem, What Good Poems Are For. To sit on a shelf in the cabin across the lake where the young man and young woman have come to live. There are only a few books in this dwelling, and one of them is this book of poems.
My name is Tom Kellerman. I teach at Seton High School in Cincinnati, Ohio, and I'm going to recite the first two lines of Randall Jarrell's The Death of a Ball-Turret Gunner. From my mother's sleep, I fell into the state and hunched in its belly till my wet fur froze.
Hi, I'm Amy Ferris. I teach at Westerville Central High School. I'm going to recite from Mary Oliver's poem, Wild Geese. You do not have to be good. You do not have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves.
I am Jim Granis, and I teach English at Westerville Central and High School, and I brought Robert Frost with me. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. I do not think he'd see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow.
I don't know about you, but I really want to hear the rest of all these poems, too. My name is Marty Mass. I'm from Madison Comprehensive High School in Mansfield, Ohio, about an hour north of here. And I'm going to read just, I'm not really good at memorizing, but I'm going to see if I can remember these lines from Charge of the Light Brigade, which has been a favorite of some of my male students. Half a league, half a league, half a league onward, all in the valley of death, rode the 600. For the Light Brigade, charge for the guns, he said. Into the valley of death rode the 600.
My name's Omope Carter Daboiku. I'm a fellow with the Ohio Art Council's Artist in Education program and have been a Poetry Out Loud coach. I work now as I don't work. I have the pleasure of serving as a National Park volunteer at the Dunbar House. And so here is 2 lines from Compensation by Paul Laurence Dunbar. Because I had loved so deeply, because I had loved so long, God in his great compassion gave me the gift of song.
Hello, I'm Greg Smith. I'll go last. Everybody. Okay. I'm with the National Park Service, and I manage the Paul Laurence Dunbar House in Dayton. My poem goes back to my childhood days. This is more presentation than the actual words. Roses are red, violets are blue. Thank you.
Well, we have a fun group here today. Well, I'm just going to make a couple of short remarks before I hand it over to Katie. And my remarks, and we'll talk throughout this thing, and I have some other stuff to say when I come back, but I want to do just a very brief kind of multiple choice quiz. And just think about it, and then we'll get your answers. So, poetry out loud. Why should we do this? Right, this is multiple choice. A, poetry is amazing. B, poems plus students create an amazing combination. That's B. Poems plus students create an amazing combination. C, poems plus students plus prize money is also a winning combination. Or 4, all of the above, plus this program can change children's lives. Anybody, A, B, C, D? Well, I think we'll all agree that this is a life-changing program. It is an amazing program. It does wonderful things for teachers and for students alike. And so we're glad you're here. We welcome you to Poetry Out Loud 2015-16. We have a lot to learn together. And for right now, I'm going to turn it over to our Poetry Out Loud project coordinator, Katie Swett.
Hi. Before we turn to our workshop leaders, I'd just like to talk to you for a few minutes about the Poetry Out Loud contests. You'll find that this program, if you're new to it, you'll find that this program is very, very flexible. I've seen for myself last year that it looks a little different in every single registered school in Ohio. And that's great because what works for one teacher or one school may not work for another, and then teachers and schools change from year to year. So that flexibility is a real strong point. What's not flexible about Poetry Out Loud is the basic rules for your classroom or school contest. So I'd like to just review those really briefly. There are only 4 rules. The first rule is that your school must be registered with us, with the Ohio Arts Council, in order to participate in the official program and in the regional and state competitions. The second rule is that students must choose their poems from the online anthology on the website at www.poetryoutloud.org. Or from the print anthology. We've got one copy of it back there. I can try to get a copy for you for your school if you need one. The print anthology was produced the very first year of the program, and there's only the one edition. It has about 100 poems in it. So it's a great option for schools that really don't have computers or students, with access to the internet. The online anthology has over 900 poems, and it's updated annually. The third thing is that schools doing the contest must use the Poetry Out Loud judging criteria and score sheets. That would be the contest evaluation sheet and the accuracy score sheet. Students are judged on their accuracy as well as on the quality of their recitations. There are 5 judging categories in the quality of recitations and then the accuracy category. You've got copies of those score sheets in your workshop folders. They're in the teacher guides that are sent to every teacher who registers for the program. And they're also available on poetryoutloud.org, available for downloading. The fourth and last rule is just that your school must have at least 2 students in its contest. Contests are of many different sizes. Some schools have 800 students participating. Some schools have 5. That's fine. Whatever contest you do, got to have at least 2 students. You can't just pick a poetry enthusiast to send on, to the semifinals. And these 4 rules then, that the school, you must be registered to participate in the regional and state contest. The students must choose their poems from the online anthology. The teachers must use the 2 official score sheets to score the recitations, and that school contests must have at least 2 contestants. These rules are used across the country, and I think they're great because this is how Poetry Out Loud maintains its consistency across the state of Ohio and indeed across the whole country, because Poetry Out Loud is done in all 50 states, in Puerto Rico, in the Virgin Islands, and in Washington, D.C., and it looks the same. Those basic features are all the same. The second thing I wanted to talk about is just briefly, in your folders you have a copy of our event schedule, which is also on the Poetry Out Loud section of the Ohio Arts Council website, and we send it out to all the registered teachers. This is our annual calendar for Ohio Poetry Out Loud. It lists deadlines, workshops, contests, and the most important date on that event schedule for you, for teachers and schools, is Monday, February 8th, 2016. If you decide to register and participate, and we certainly hope you do, we ask you to hold your contests and send us your information about your school winner by Monday, February 8th. We need the rest of February to prepare for the 3 semifinal contests that we're holding in the first week of March, for our state finals later in March, and we'll also be holding 2 student workshops in February to help prepare your school winners for the semifinal contests. And that all involves a lot of paperwork, and that's why we need your information by Monday, February 8th. The last thing is just communications in general. This is a school-based program, so unfortunately we only may see most of you only once or twice more during this school year. All important information from us will come to you via email. So when you get an email from me, if you would please look at the subject line and just try to read the email if you possibly can. We will use Twitter and Facebook to supplement email to post additional information, but that is our main mode of communication. And I may put things in the mail to you sometimes, but I will also always send you an email that I have put something in the mail to you so that you know to look out for it. Also, please stay in touch with us. Let us hear from you if you have any questions, concerns, or challenges as the year goes on with any aspects of Poetry Out Loud whatsoever. My job, is to help you do this program and to support you in any way we can. No question or problem is too small. We always want to hear from you. We can talk by phone. We can use email. If you'd like me to come visit your school and help you, I'm happy to do that. I also love attending school contests.